Separated, it is our job to reunite these two friends. Thousands of miles apart, both trapped and ships destroyed.
Mechanoids.
Are those mechanoids? What will happen? Will they both survive? Alone in space, I need to find a way to get to Aragon, who was himself alone, but facing a bit more precarious issues. Trapped in a mountain with no way out. He needed to survive until we can figure out a way to get to him.
He has the most work to do, so...
First thing on the list is food. Our space is limited, so we need to act fast. First is rice, second is corn. Most of the shuttle remains can be deconstructed for valuable resources.
So Aragon here is in the most nuisance position because of his limited confined space. It's not negative 97 in here, now it's 4 degrees.
While I waited for the ship to reach more acceptable temperatures, I decided to build walls for Aragon's home. Having this chem fuel could become a great power source down the line. But we don't have a lot of space, so I decided to expand the shuttle area to give us more room to stockpile things under a roof.
Right now. So Noobert's gonna wake up now.
The temperature of the room is high enough to sustain life, and the air has become breathable. First thing is to check what we have available to us. Stockpile here, and now the power grid. This one is disconnected, so we will fix that quickly. Managing electricity is going to be very important, because without it, the ship's life support will shut off and Noobert will die.
Okay, health, it is 21 breathable in here, so he shouldn't have hypothermia. Alright, good. It went away. I was like, you shouldn't be hypothermic under these conditions? Let's haul the rest of this in. I guess it doesn't deteriorate, but it doesn't hurt to stack it up for ourselves.
Noobert needs to start growing food, but in this space station, there is no light at all. So first he needs to plant a sun lamp in the middle of this area. And after that, we need to plant food, starting off with rice. I've also decided to plant some cotton because we're going to need fabrics to make an EVA suit. Back down on Earth, I've gotten Aragon started digging out the mountains so he can get the resources that he's going to need. But for now, he kind of sucks at it, so this is going to take some time.
It's going to take a while.
Back on the ship, Noobert's playing with the vacuum of space so he can build a wall so that he can get between his room and the next room over and get some more resources.
Negative 100. Oh, but it's not. There's a vanometric power cell right. One moment. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing really fast. What's his body temperature right now? He's not shivering yet. Okay, so that's gonna happen really fast. And while he's doing that, Aragon's still breaking the ice on the ground. Why don't you just like play with the horseshoe for a bit? Yeah, I can't deal with your mental breaks right now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, none of that. We'll have none of that. He almost killed himself. He was gonna walk off into the void.
Going into this part of the video, I need to explain something. When world events happen, they do not strike on mountain tiles. In this case with lightning, it will not strike mountains. It will only strike unblocked tiles, which means when we get a thunderstorm, all the lightning will land in Aragon's small hole.
Alright, alright. And all the lightning needs to strike in the one holy place. Oh! Go! Please be fast. Nope! Not fast enough! Run away, run away, run away! Put out the fire? Oh, he's dead. He's like so dead. Holy shit, bro!
That blow was devastating. Aragon nearly died and lost all his materials and crops. He will need to stay in cryo until his plants finish growing, but the downside of this is that his wounds will not heal during the time that he's in cryo.
The will to return to him. Alright. Noobert over here is not in cryo sleep. He's probably looking at the distress signals for Aragon going like, loser.
I had Noobert spend the next few days tearing down unnecessary equipment for materials. The more, the better. I also built an electric stove so he could start cooking his own meals.
It down like that.
Next, I tore down some android pods and put these poor mechanoids to rest. And finally, we had made the first part of the EVA suit.
His EVA helmet, he's got that on.
At some point during all of this, the Empire dropped their pet off down at Aragon's place. It was time for Aragon to wake up. Now we have to remember his injuries have not healed, so now he is healing and he needs to go harvest his food, plant some crops, and start digging again.
Rice. What are you breaking? What are you breaking? Oh, of all the shit to break, not that. You shit. You needed that. You genuinely needed that. and you smashed it. You stupid man, you. After everything you've been through, why would you make your situation worse? I have no words. I have nothing but disappointment. Where did he go? Did he poof? Oh, no, he's over here. I thought you just decided to poof out of existence.
Back on the ship, Noobert started to feel a little bit bad for Aragon. So he started researching the things he was going to need to build a ship that could go down to Earth and pick him up. But the issue with spending all that time researching is that there's no one left to do any work. So Noobert decided first and foremost he should make himself a friend. And what better way to pick our latest friend's name other than our latest Patreon?
Pull up a list of Patreons real quick to name this dude after, yeah? Man, Axum, talk about impeccable timing, bro.
Next, I need to set up zones so no one would walk out of the ship again.
Man, Axum is going to be our man on the frontier. He will be the only one that is able to travel the way that we need people to travel.
I hadn't realized robots couldn't handle space. I made a grave mistake.
Can't do it. The android can't do it. We were about to have a frozen droid. All right, structures.
My plan to use Mana Axum to harvest resources from out the ship had gone up in fumes, but that's okay. We just need to finish the EVA suit.
Alrighty, gotta think of something else then.
To my surprise, it turns out Naoko can wait an incredibly long time between meals, and because of this, it's okay to have her in this space while we grow food, because she won't eat more than Aragon needs to eat. So we have a pet now.
Alright, that's a deal. I'll accept this deal. Alright, eject and go harvest immediately. That's what you're gonna go do. Did you have food in your pocket, Cease? You did. For the love of God and all that is holy, go harvest the food. So that's 2 meals. It's 24 is 2 meals, so that's 3 meals. So he's got a day and a half.
That harvest brought in enough meals for Noobert to have food for 2.5 days. That means there's 2.5 days of work that we need to get done. So let's get to it.
All right. You're hungry. You can always go eat food.
I really want to build Aragon an electric stovetop so we can save resources by cooking meals. But in order for us to do that, we're going to need him to dig up a lot more steel.
There we go. Get him a... Still researching away. We're still waiting on the cotton to grow.
You can't forget that we're going to need spacesuits if we want to reunite Aragon and Noobert. So getting this cotton grown is going to be top priority for a while.
Hour and a half in, and we almost have the suit built. Oh, heck yeah, he's actually going to fill this stupid recreation meter. So we're going to finish this, and then we're going to be out of food. It takes 20% more food to eat raw than it does to eat cooked. Oh, hell no. All right, back into the cryosleep casket. You, my friend, are on your own. Frickin' mutagenic ass fallout.
Because of the mutagenic fallout, the only thing we can really do right now is research. And that's fine because we need to get the cargo ship ready so that we can go pick up Aragon. Research continues, Naoko wanders around, and we've got yet another friend.
How are we doing, Josisa? How are we doing?
Unfortunately, we cannot protect Josisa from the mutagenic fallout, so she's probably gonna turn into a dog or a cow or something.
What?
The first harvest of cotton was finally finished, and there's a bit of a moment of panic.
You didn't get enough? Did he botch it all?
You see, it turns out we were missing a few vital resources to finish our suit, but it wasn't what you think it is.
Unless it's the need for the advanced components, isn't it?
That's right, we are missing advanced components, and the only ones that we have are already in use.
Alright, bot boy, you gotta do me a miraculous solid.
Given the limited number of options, it was decided that Man Axum would take the plunge into the void in hopes of retrieving the necessary resources to complete our mission.
This is gonna be your job. I really hope you don't die. I need you to go over here. I need you to haul it. Let's watch his health. He's shivering. He's only dealing with cold, okay? Please make it back. Manaxan, please make it back, Manaxan. You're so close, my boy. You were so close, my boy. Rescue Manaxan. He was so close, too. He actually grabbed a bunch of stuff. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. How's your health over here? Also, how are we doing over here?
And finally, after all this time, we're working on the last piece of Noobert's EVA suit.
The suit, my boys. We are building it. This is what we need. This is what allows us to leave our box into the vacuum of space.
It is day 44. Toesisa's body continues to mutate as we wait for the fallout to pass.
You have grown a tail.
Noobert's EVA suit was done, and we were building one for Mr. Roboto-kun. In order to continue production, we needed to destroy the robotics construction casket so that we might get some more plasteel.
Yes. Yes.
And with that, Manaxum now has a complete EVA suit as well, which means both our spacefaring monkeys can travel wherever they want without fear of the depressurization of the vacuum of space.
Yeah, you like that?
Now the only few things left on our to-do list are to rescue Aragon, steal back our Persona Cool from the mechanoid hive over there, and fix up a ship and get away from here.
It's got a power, by the way. Power. So he's gonna plant the crops, and we're gonna start fixing the ship up and making it more into what it should be. So lay on the ground and be sad. My life is over. I'm a bird thing now. Rice is friggin' resilient though. Like everything else is turning into the bulbs, but it looks like the rice is kind of held off.
Noobert has been spending all his time researching so we can get cargo ships to go pick up Aragon.
Throw up some roofs over this area. Start patching up the holes, yeah. Got a blight on the fiber corns. Man, screw that planet. That planet sucks, bro. That planet sucks so bad.
This ship down here is the one I've decided would be easiest for us to fix up and repair, so we might be able to use it for travel later on.
Let's just do normal old ship hole, yeah.
The small ship had a fusion reactor on it that had 3 years worth of power on it. So we're going to use that to power our entire setup here, which means running power lines across space itself to connect these ships. It's going to look weird, but it's going to be super effective. And my prediction was right. Toesisa has become cow.
She turned into a cow.
And the time has come for Aragon to rise from his slumber yet again. Things are going to be a bit different this time for Aragon, as he has the resources available to him and the time available to him to make great grand things happen. All that food that fell from the sky is going to keep him going for a great many days, which means that he is going to be able to achieve a lot this time around. We're going to start off by cutting all the blighted plants and sowing some new seed.
They came together, saw it was a cow, and went, what the frick happened here? We don't want a cow. Where's Tulsa? She's right here. That's a cow. That's not Tulsa. You liar.
Now that the plants are sown, we need to take some time to mine the steel we're going to need to finish making the cook stove.
All right, we'll consume some of this and be back on our way. Let's prioritize digging this up, yeah?
And while Aragon works on getting his stove running, construction on the ship continues.
And now his meals are going to be a lot better.
Aragon is making a parka. Winter is setting in, but he still needs to adjust his base to accommodate indoor growing before all his plants dies. If he can't do this, he's going to starve. But there's still hope for Aragon, because back in space, the ship launch pad has begun construction.
Prioritize that while Noobert is researching for us.
Meanwhile, it was determined that Aragon would need to eat Toesisa to survive.
Take her and butcher her up, and it'll pass away soon, and then we can eat that animal too. Alright, so the Empire hates us because we are eating their pet for food.
The time had come to start constructing a better base that could sustain Aragon indefinitely.
Steel wall, we'll do this right here. This steel door there, actually, yeah. Then we'll do zones, build roof area over.
Putting down these halogenic wall lights will allow the plants to grow even when they can't get any sunlight.
Let's get to it, buddy.
Our wall lights were using more power than our solar panels could sustain, and because of our limited space here, there's not much more we can do other than make one more solar panel. Building one more solar panel means opening up the roof a bit, and because of that, we're gonna have to build a wall here, that way we can keep the heat inside for the plants. Back at base, Menaxum is still working on fixing up the third ship in our fleet. Research continues, and the cargo shuttle is almost done.
Yo! We finally got it. Let's make this first so we can start making the uranium fuel rods.
It's important that we make enough uranium fuel rods because if we don't make enough, we're not going to be able to come back. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera, but at some point, Aragon had went and gotten himself the plague. So our going down to fetch him is a little bit more urgent than it was before.
What? Alright, we reject Aragon. We gotta do this fast because he's got plague. Alright, force wear that. And force wear that as well. Now we will see how it goes for him. Looks like his immunity is going to surpass the plague itself here soon enough. You get at the table and go rest, right? It's tied right now. Looks like he just passed it with his immunity. He had 2% left on that.
With crisis averted, only 2 challenges were left standing before us. We needed to fix the ship, and we needed to get the parts for it from the mechanoids up above.
Alright, research continues. Things that we need to do. We're gonna need to get over here and get into this mech ship and get our AR Persona Core back, which also means that we need to be doing a bit of fighting. There's a lot of mechs over there, as you can see. So, in order to deal with that, we're gonna go over here, we're gonna go to production. I guess we have a machining table over here. We could probably make some guns already, couldn't we? We might want to research weapons a bit more, won't we?
In order to be able to put up a fight, a great deal of research needed to be done. We were going to need better armor and better weapons if we wanted to survive that battle. I also wanted to free up our workers, so I decided to build a nutrient paste dispenser. It was determined best that we assembled more androids to help us work on the ship. There was too many jobs that needed doing and too few hands to get the work done. The sheer lack of rare earth on the ship has left me with little choice but to send one of our number back down to the planet. Ted was chosen from our freshly minted set of droids to serve our cause and further our goals from his new station on the surface. This rocky wasteland is rooted with metal and veins of gold. Ted will collect his fill and return home with the spoils. Or at least that's what I'd like to say. I forgot this planet has a nasty habit of catching on fire. It has been quite some time since we abandoned Ted on that planet. Aragon has been marked as the moral guide, Noobert is our leader, and our researchers, more fervent than ever, have been developing the greatest technologies known to mankind. To fight the mechanoid threat, we needed all the resources at our disposal. Without Ted's deliveries, we would need to tear down the remnants of the ship in order to craft the weapons and armor we would need to defend ourselves.
Dig it out, because we can put a quarry right here, yeah? So if I go to MISC, or production, quarry, and we go mini quarry, It'll fit in here, so we will be able to mine up the rest of the resources we need. I think we'll be able to get components too, which will be good for us because then we'll be able to get in here and get the stuff we need. So let's go and clear it out. In fact, we can just set the whole thing to be mined up. Just tear it all down. Wait a minute. This is hollow. I'm pretty sure we can all guess what it is. It's a giant rock. This is like destroyed ship hole with the asteroid. He probably put bugs in here. I'm not gonna lie. What else would be in here? It's not like he's gonna give us gifts. He already gave us mechanoids. Why not bugs? I mean, bugs are everywhere, right? This is gonna be bugs. 100%. 100%. Like, no shot. It's gonna be bugs. It's fucking bugs. It's combos! Holy shit, they're fast. Man, action! Ho, 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 ho. You stop that. You're not helping anybody. You're putting out our turrets. Man Axum died. Straight up. Man Axum. They have their pods still in here. We can't let that stay. It's okay.
Man Axum may have died, but he can be made again. You may have forgotten about Ted by now, but he's actually been doing pretty well on his own down on that dreadful planet, and the time for him to come home is growing near. I would also do well to mention he found a man named HZ hiding in a cryopod.
Solar panel, build new one.
Losing all his fuel, having his new home burned to the ground, neither of these things deterred Ted. He never strayed from his mission, and because of this, he has amassed a stockpile of plasteel, uranium, components, and other useful materials he intends to bring back to the homeland. Back at base, our army of droids have been busy mining out the asteroid we cleared for various resources. After a few days of loading cargo, Ted was finally ready to return home with his new friend 8Z.
Right, we're going to set this as medical right out the gate. And Ted, you are going to rescue. And now we have everybody here. We're never coming back here. We have no reason to, yeah? We are done being down there. We have everything we need up here.
After years of researching and months of assembly, we finally have the needed weapons and armor to take the fight to the mechanoids. Donned in heavy armor, equipped with charge rifles and anti-mech guns, our men will proceed to the front lines to take back
Ted
what is rightfully ours.
Unarmed, which is kind of annoying. But I believe that we are good, yeah? Ho! Ah, keep stunning it, man. Keep stunning it. Everybody dip. Everybody dip. Oh, the aura got murked by that thing. Get within range. How's Aragon doing? 9 hours. Rescue him, Max. Oh! 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 What the fuck? Noobert, no! How's Noobert doing? 16 hours? That's pretty good, actually.
I quickly had Noobert carried back to his bed for medical treatment. Aragon was worse off and losing blood quickly. Something needed to be done fast.
Is Noobert all good then? Noobert got tended to. Aragon is just bleeding everywhere. He's got 5 hours. It's okay, Quinn's got you. Aragon, Quinn has got you.
Now that the mechs are agitated, there's no time to wait. While Aragon and Noobert receive treatment, the droids will continue their push on the mech ship and defeat our enemies.
Left hand is shattered, right arm is gone. Whoa! Quincy! What is this? It's a Lancer. That is our Persona Core. Prioritize hauling away that Persona Core. Let's get it. In this, we lost Ted. We lost Quincy. Noah died. Aragon and Noobert got downed. So of the 5 casualties, 3 of them were fatalities. That's pretty rough.
With the Persona Core back in our hands, the only thing left for us to do is fix up the ship and fly away from
Right
here
there,
to
yeah.
a new star system. The crew was overjoyed as they had heard about the League of Extraordinary Pawns from some of Noobert's patrons. Something about a secret Discord that would be hosting one of the grandest events the Rim had ever seen. It would only be right for us to assemble this ship as fast as we could. I'd like to thank all my patrons who help support this channel. Your donations have helped me through some tough times and given the channel the resources it needs to keep making amazing content. I truly wouldn't be here without you guys. Per the usual, the map and mod lists are linked on my Discord. Feel free to come snag them and try this out for yourselves. As for everyone else, please subscribe to the channel if you like the video. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks in advance. I'll see you guys in the next one.